Alright. Cool. How do I send this? Where is the link to my stream? Hey. How do I get a... It was good. It was actually just, it was a choir thing. It was a preschool getting to know the new group kind of thing. It was fun. Not entirely sure what I'm gonna be working on tonight. Probably gonna start with figuring out what was wrong with this Moblin. So, what I think, like, as I got into bed last night, I was just running this through my head. If I check the entity script, I think something sets, somewhere the move direction is set to 0. 0, 0. Before... No, it's not. Damn it. Hold on. Let me see what just putting this in here does. Nothing? Nothing. Cool. Alright, gonna just have one, and I'm gonna print the animation. Right. Alright, so it's not changing that, obviously. Yeah, but I'm not sure why the animation does not change. Does it not change ever? Will it do what it's set to last? Okay, it keeps thinking its sprite direction is down, it looks like. You're 3 minutes late, just started. Hey Danny. Okay, so the sprite direction is not updating at all. But why not? Yeah, no problem, dude. Watch move direction. This all looks good to me. I am 57 minutes early. I wish I did this earlier because I gotta go back to that school thing tomorrow. Even earlier because I have to help my teacher with something. What am I trying to do here? What is the move direction? It's because the move direction is updating. So this is looking pretty good to me. Yeah, I did change the theme. Forgot that this was a thing you could do, and there's a whole bunch. Want me to burn your eyes real quick? I don't see how anyone could ever use this. Like, I don't see how people could stand light themes, but I don't see how this light theme in particular was a good idea. Yeah, Alien's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on Alien for a second. Oh god, it's like an Apple computer. Yeah. Okay, what is wrong with this? Why is it not... The sprite direction is not updating. What happens if I just put this in there? Am I calling this the right thing? Yeah. Yeah, it is a switch statement. What is going on with this guy? Also, hello anyone who's here that wasn't here yesterday, and hello everyone who's coming back. Yesterday I had a longish stream for about like 3 hours. I mean, I'm saying long. I was only expecting to stream for about an hour. Today should be around 2 hours, but I do have to sleep early because I got a thing in the morning. Yeah, these are just... I thought it would be fun to, instead of just sitting around trying to figure something out for 5 hours, just show people what I'm doing. And it's actually been really useful for me because people have been coming in with what I'm doing wrong. And I hope someone can help me right here. I don't know why, Oh! Okay. Because it needs to... Oh, God, yeah. Alright, check it out. Check it out, right here. Bam! I'm dumb. It has to switch the animation every frame to check, to change the sprite direction. There we go. Okay, God. Alright. Twitch channel. I would start a Twitch, but I already have a huge subscriber base on YouTube, and I don't have the Fornclake username on Twitch. I also don't have it on Twitter, but I can't even match it up with my Twitter handle, which is _Fornclake, because Twitch doesn't allow underscores. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with YouTube. Okay, cool. And I want to speed up this to 4. That looks kind of... Well, I think he's just not moving fast enough. 40, we also need to make... Do this. Kefoclurna. What? my name's already a jumble of cornflake. Or cornflake, I'm dumb. Yeah, I call it Kefoclurna. Alright, what did I do wrong here? If it's greater than 50, then the animation's playing. Otherwise, it's not playing. What is speed? What is it called? I thought it would just be speed. Playback speed. Animation player tree. I don't actually know what that does. So no. What? Wait. Check this real quick. I don't really need to blend any animations for this. No, the other if statement's just for something else entirely. This is just keep the timer going down. This is when it's gonna be moving. I don't like using this playback speed. I'm just seeing if... Okay, it does fix it though. Bad rats. This is... I think he walks too much. It'd be like 75, half that. That's not enough at all. Or I think what it is, yeah, I don't want this to reset. So back to 150. Yeah, he could step in. Oh! Excuse me. Alright, what did I just delete? Oh, I see. Take this out. So I could have it when he's on the wall. How about this? It'll just speed it up or break him entirely. That works too. Okay. So a thing with the Moblins are... Oh! Does this work? If I do that, can you take... Oh, cool. So he just bounces off. I like that. That works. That works for me. Instead of just picking an entire new direction. Oh, but it also... Does it? No. Okay, it's only on the walls. And then we could extend this back to 150. I like this. Oh, don't like that. Cool. Let's have the animation switch only happen when that's happening. So he shouldn't start spazzing out. That looks good. Right? That looks pretty good. Now we just need him to fire an arrow. Cool. I like it. Just gonna only to make this better, but just gonna copy this right from here. Bam. Cool. Shouldn't the collision of the enemy be a little bigger so I won't walk over the wall? I mean, whoever is watching the tutorials could set it that way. And in the Zelda games that I'm copying, not copying, taking inspiration from, it's they do overlap a little bit, but I just noticed that this tile map should be like -1 Z level. Do it 5. Stealing with style. That sounds better. There. I like that more. But the arrows need some sound effects. It also needs to be a little bit low. Or here. That looks better for me. Yeah, I don't like how the player could influence which direction it's going. Sound. I have a sound effect already. Which I'm gonna go steal from my other project. Projectile fire. I'm sure there's a Doom mod of that. There's some dumb Doom mods. Where is it? Took the import. I'm dumb. Is the attack sound the same used for Mario when it gets bigger or smaller? Huh? You got the arrows to queue for your one out of view. Yeah. Did that yesterday. The camera checks if a projectile leaves its view. I didn't use the visibility notifier thing. I used the same thing I used for my camera video that disables the enemies. Where is it? Here we go. Child fire. No. Where am I going? I need to name my stuff better. Oh, you made a song. Cool. Okay. The sound still comes out, even if you have too many. Too many thingamajigams. Items existing, so. I used to try to get a Game Boy emulator, and there's this thing called Little Sound DJ. Which was a chiptune tracker, but on the Game Boy. But now, whenever I am attempting to make music, I just use Sunbox. How am I gonna do this? I could make it. Use like Vocaroo or something. That's what I do when I send covers and shit. Yeah, and YouTube and SoundCloud always work. How about I think it would be better if I make this, yeah. Or I'm not sure. Mine are always like a minute or two. But yeah. What if I do this? I hate making big sweeping changes to already working code that I'm gonna have to fix on another tutorial, but if this is better, then this is better. I like this more. Yeah, this is better. Okay. Another thing to keep in mind that I have to change for the next video. Next video is probably gonna be just the arrow. No, it's gonna be arrow and Moblin. Or I don't know. Are you taking notes? No, I'm lazy. But I checked through the recording of the other videos, and I was writing down everything I did. I mean, I'll notice if I miss something and remember what it is. Put it in the Discord, Dan. Discord. Here's my Discord. Whoever's not part of the Discord, you should do Discord. What was I saying? Separate videos for each item. Yeah, it's just the Moblin. Part of the Moblin shtick is he fires arrows. So I'd like to, I like to have, even though this always hasn't been the case because I'd have to go back and fix something, but I generally like to have one whole complete feature finished for each video, and I think the arrow is part of that, the Moblin air quotes feature. But I'll figure it out. The video might be a little longer, like 20-25 minutes, but did I get him walking properly? Yep. I was being dumb and made the thing that changes the animation not happen every frame and only happen when he started, but I realized it now. Moblin's done. I was hoping it would take a little longer because I'm not sure what I want to do next. You can cheat him and add a raycast if it hits the player, fire an arrow. Oh, that's... yeah, I can. That works. That's smarter than just doing it all the time. Because this looks kind of silly. You right, yeah, cool. Gonna do that. Have it extend, I don't know. Oh, and then I need to change the raycast for each thing here. This is AI if I've ever seen it. Oops. Okay, I forget. Can you check? Does it return what it's colliding with? Get collider. Yes, it does, I think. Wait, is collider a thing I can use here? Maybe. Oh. How about this? Okay. How do I make the raycast check if it's... So we should exclude the parent. Well, I don't care about excluding the parent. I just wanted to see what... Returns the closest object. Okay, so I do need to exclude it, right? Haven't used raycast in a while. Parent ray, get collider, see what object returns. Yeah. First I gotta exclude, or no, yeah, I'll try that first. Okay, what you got, Moblin? No. Is the raycast on? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, It's checking areas. If areas in player group. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that, but right now I'm just checking the collider right now. Saw that for a second. What is this called? Set exclude parent body. So is that gonna ignore everything in there? Okay, what is this area's name? If this doesn't crash it. It's just called area. Oh, that's from the arrow. That's from the arrow. Because get collider will only return one object. What did I not notice? Yeah, I didn't notice that. Hold on. Well, it shouldn't be the arrow, should it? Because it's checking the ray class collider before it even makes an arrow. So it's something else's area. It's not the Moblins because it's the camera. It's the camera. Because the camera's gonna ruin every raycast. So I just need a. That's a quick fix, because then I could just if I use a visibility notifier, then there wouldn't be any fix. But it is a quick fix. Just make it not monitorable, right? Hitbox. Okay, whose hitbox is that? Getting somewhere. Getting close. Arrow. No, Moblin. It stole the Moblin. Set exclude parent body. I want it to exclude something specific. So is there add exception, right? Yeah, I saw that. That was somewhere. I read it. Alright, that's shorter. What about this? Wait, it's the camera now. What are you doing? I turned that off, didn't I? How does this work? So only other areas could check in, not necessarily raycast? Is that what I'm saying? So how do I could add the exception to the camera, but I'm not entirely sure how my scene tree is set up, and I don't want it to be so complicated. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I guess if I just try to not shoot the arrow, check the raycast without shooting the arrow, and see what it does return. Well, it's not the arrow anymore. It's just now it's the camera. Get node. How does this work? What should this look like? 2 dots, 2 dots. Layer mask conflict. I could definitely change the layers and masks, but let's see if this works. Camera, no. It's a static body, actually. But I can't change that layer. That's gotta... Wait a second. What am I doing here? Let me think. Why camera? Is it the static body? It's probably the static body. So I'm just gonna put this back on because it's probably quick to implement. I'm probably just missing something obvious here. But yeah. Why does camera have colliders? Because I did the camera really dumb, and well, not really dumb. It makes things simpler in my eyes. But the camera's checking when I can activate collision shapes. Thank you. I'm gonna keep forgetting about that every single day. But the there's an area in the camera that checks when enemies and projectiles leave the camera and either disables their processing or deletes them. Visibility notifiers would also work. But you know. What do you mean by not using chunk system? Wait, hold on. Can you set it to no collide? It kind of is set to no. None of these things should collide with anything. I thought it was the monitoring, which means, or monitorable. How will you make collisions between the sword and enemies? That was done in episode like 4 or 3. When was that? That was done in episode 5. But as a recap, the entity script checks if something overlapping it that has a damage value is there, and then it gets some info from that thing. So it's usually going to be an enemy hitting the player. All enemies have damage values, and all items or like the sword and projectiles will have damage values. So I am one to give up. Technically the Moblin these are pretty simple AIs, and the Moblins in the actual games don't check if the player's in front. So just gonna go ahead and work on something more fun right now. Whoa, what did I delete? I deleted something important there, didn't I? This. I would like it to only, maybe for a different enemy. I would like it to check if players in front. That could also be used checking if they have like the same general X value or something. Like check if they're in the same grid here, but they might not always be. I don't know. There's probably a way. Also, I want this arrow to spawn a little bit more not there, because it's popping out the side of the thing. I could probably just like move it over a little bit, right? Oh no, you can't just move it over. Could do it in code. If you have an object between enemy and player, then it will attack it. Yeah. Well, the enemies can't damage each other because they're all the same type. And actually, now I'm curious, what happens if will a Moblin be able to damage another Moblin? Oh, no, if I change the type, there's a bunch of other stuff that depends on it being an enemy. Alright, I'm not going to play around right now. So, what's next? Let me get my notebook out. So, could work on health. No, I don't want to do health right now. Keys and locked doors, maybe? How did you learn Godot when it has so little documentation? I think Godot has pretty decent documentation. I mean, it doesn't have as many resources as say Unity or GameMaker, but it's all very it's fine. Especially since you could just like anything that you don't know about, just shift F1 in case other people don't know about this. Find out what it is, and then it brings you to there's good documentation right here. Okay, keys. So I need some sprites from somewhere else. Oh, I hear my dad just got home. He might come in for a second. Where am I going? Where am I going? Game data. I lack examples in the documentation, very crude compared to other softwares. Maybe, but you know, it is also still fairly new, especially Godot 3. I think the documentation's at the very least sufficient, if not good. Pickups. What is my pickup? Oh, I want to look at this. How did I do this before? Also, just letting you guys know, so it's been going for 45 minutes now. This stream's probably gonna be 2 hours. I said that earlier, but just gotta clarify. Alright, how do my pickups work? It's just stuff for boomerangs and that. I don't need that. I don't need to look at this right now. But I do need to take the sprites. So we're just gonna start by implementing the key. And then we'll get the door in a minute. This needs a new directory. It's not a traditional item. I guess pickups. That works. key. You see, this is going to be node. Are you going to use array or list of type key? It's just going to be a variable. Oh, but we were talking about how it would be better to have an array, because then you have multiple different kinds of keys. You could just have multiple variables for those keys. I think it's going to be a variable, just if not only because the HUD just shows a number of keys, and any key should work for any door. It's just gonna be a variable. Yeah. And maybe boss key. Yes! God damn it, you were reading my mind. But boss key is gonna be same code as key, to the point where it's either not worth me doing right now or wouldn't be too much trouble. Participant in jam wanted to use grass, but couldn't do a deck notification. I wouldn't know how to do it. Key. So I could yeah, okay. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna make a common pickup script, and then we're gonna change what variables increase to the thing through export variables in each scene for each pickup. So maybe I should make each pickup an area. Cut out the node. That'll be easier to manage. Will you step onto it, press key? Just step onto it. I guess in the pickup code, if you want to, you could check if an input's being pressed while the code for stepping onto it is running. But I'm not gonna do that. Save this. Where did I save the pickup script? Here it is. Where's the key? You can use type pickable. No, because all the code that handles something actually picking up the key will be in this pickup script. Nothing else needs to know what kind of type it is. Yeah, I get this all Space Questy. What are the export hints? not this. Did I just click this? You know what, I'm just gonna... How do I just make it a string? Is it just string? Probably, I don't see it, but... Is that how you do it? Is this how you do it? Yeah, string. That looks good to me. And then for now it's just gonna be called key. And wait. Body entered, self, body entered. You can't do that. Does that work? No. How do getters and setters work again? What, does this not exist anymore? No, I've been using get. How do you set a variable that you don't know the name of? How did I learn programming? How did you learn game programming, and how did I discover Godot? So I don't know very much of programming outside of game programming. You can't. What does set and get do? Huh. Alright. Forget all this general pickup code. I'll just do specific stuff. I learned game programming from I guess it was Game Maker first. And then I also learned Lua through Love 2D by making tiny mods for this game. I don't know how anyone's supposed to pronounce this. It's Mario, but it has Portal Gun. And I modded that. But never got super far into making a full game in Love 2D. I I learned Python from what's it called? So I'm just gonna remove this script. I learned Python from Codecademy. There's a free Python course on that. Python, at least the syntax from Python. I don't know specific stuff from Python that helped me with Godot, but I definitely made transitioning to Godot quick from game maker language, because something set something, get something. Wait, are you saying that I could have used that? I think I just have to. I need to have a different way of having the player's keys, or like any amounts of stuff, not necessarily an inventory. Should I use a global script to keep all this stuff, or should I just keep it in the player script and just save it to file every time I need? Cause all I know is global scripts are taboo for whatever reason, because if too many things are messing with it, then it's bad. But nothing's gonna be. It's just gonna be. I just want that so when we're like changing screens and stuff, then I could. I don't have to worry about it. So get rid of this. No, I don't want this. I guess I'll just keep it in the player script. That probably keeps everything simpler in general. Alright, no global script. Yeah, we'll just do this. And when we do like saving and loading, we'll mess with this. Who's leaving? I'll see you, class. So, okay, new script on this key. So, you are going to... body entered. Self body entered. So should I use type or name? I'm not going to be doing multiplayer or anything. What have I been doing? Have I used this code elsewhere? Guess I could do whatever I want. I'll just... No, it has to be... It can't be type, because all the items that players are using are also of type player. So if the name is player, if it is the player node, then player dot body dot keys plus equals 1 q free. And I also want to play a sound effect, which I do not have yet. Hold on. key? Where's key? Pick up. What's pick up item? Please. Oh, that's it. Should be pick up key. Because pick up item should be like da na na na. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. That key looks really big. Looks silly. Cool. Now I want to show it here. So, if I recall correctly, I made a font that, yeah, this font, I don't know what all that is, but for the first few capital letters is, oh, do I want to use this? I just want this font for the numbers, but I also don't really want to. Okay, this is a temporary font. Temporary font. That's just going on the HUD. I didn't make it myself. I took the sprites from Link's Awakening and I put it into a TTF. So I made the TTF myself, not the assets itself. Okay, now we get to do some HUD work. Fonts, duh. Is it? I think it's dynamic. That tile set editor for 3.1 looks good. What else is on 3.1? July 1st. That already happened. Wait. So 2D meshes, 2D skeletons. New inspector. Cool. Input strength. What's input strength? New animation editor. I think I saw that. Type GD script, I saw that. Soft bodies, I saw that. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool features. And then there's also this. A much better way of making tile sets. Did I just hear glass break? Really loud? Never mind, whatever. Yeah, I'm excited for 3.1. Oh, 3D touch. That's cool. My phone doesn't have it, so. What is this exactly? This is what it's gonna look like. $16. No, that's why I have it. How's it lined up? It's like 3 pixels away. Cool. I still do not understand Blender at all. Oh, yeah. Class name looks very good. Sounds pretty good. Oh, yeah, that would be really helpful. Cool. I want to start making my own. Start on my own Zelda game. Especially now that I have a lot more experience with making one from having to study up on everything and do this tutorial. Plus every few videos someone will say, hey, you did this totally wrong, do this. And sure, the couple thousand people that watched that video got something that's kind of dumb, but look at me, I got some experience out of it. It's a learning experience for me too. That looks good, I think. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, and the people who do realize that they have better ways of doing it already know they have better ways of doing it, so yeah. If my way works, it works, then yeah. So I want the player to only have up to 9 keys because it'll start breaking the HUD. Is that how you do it? No, first you release it in early access. Then first you create a quick Kickstarter. Then you get as much money as possible. Oh, joystick axes and the vibration, nothing to do. Okay. This works, right? Keys equals whatever smaller keys are 9. Or should it be the other way around? I'm gonna keep it like this for right now until I realize that it's broken. Okay, thanks. So now HUD gets a sprite. This doesn't need a process function. It should be a signal. I'll get to that in a minute. So $sign's get node. But you had to use get node for other stuff like going up a level on the scene tree. Ta-da! Cool. Now let's add more keys. 10. So that's 1, and this should cap at 9. And that was very loud. Cool. That works. Bam, 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 bam. So now we can work on the key door. Where to start with this? How many keys can you have? 9. No, not more than 10. But I think as soon as you're letting the player have more than 10 keys in a dungeon or any situation, then you're kind of overdoing something. Yeah, 2 is generally the amount that most Zelda games have. It keeps your paths from... It keeps you overwhelmed from paths. Multiple paths, I mean. Link's Awakening had one dungeon called Key Cave, where you need to get a whole ton of keys, but you could actually just, all the keys are up there. Just in case you should test... It will work for 10. The code already works for other things. I'm forcing it down to 9 with this line right here. We can't even have the key to our heart. Now, so let's see how this works real quick. I think an issue I had in oh god, this is loud. I think an issue I had on this version of the project is if you just tap the door, it'll open when it should be holding. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me get the key first. Okay, I'm just gonna tap it up here. Yeah, I didn't even push up to it. So, what I want is I wanted to check if the player's animation is currently push. And if it's gotta stay push for like a second and then unlock. Or does that really matter? I guess walking up to the door is perfectly fine because... Yeah, it would feel nice. Yeah. First, we're just going to make the door open if the player touches it, then we're going to polish it up. So let's get key door. I think I'm going to stick this into the tiles folder. Also want tile unlock, right? Yes. I'm just gonna call it keyboard. I like underscores now. So the key door is going to be the same thing as the key. It's just going to have a static body. If it's going to be a static body that'll disappear. So it's going to be a static body, but have an area node that's checking if the player's there. and we'll mess around with that in a bit. So, new scene, static body. Huh? Oh yeah, there's an animation. I don't care about the animation right now. Make a diagram class or an enemy relationship diagram. Nope. Yeah, it's very handy to be organized in a lot of things that I'm not. Oh wait, save this. Then add this. Can I just copy all this? Uh-oh, what am I getting node at? UML? Unified model. Oh, you're talking about that. I see. I think this works. Maybe. Okay. So, it's not going away now. Cool. Okay, key door works. Wow. Actually, getting all this done pretty hassle-free. I'm liking this. So what happens? Okay, the key door's not done. It has to be visible from the other side too. So, gotta edit. Totally forgot about that. There's probably a better way of doing animations than I have right now, but could play around with this when I make a video. Alright, this is gonna be our keyboard sprite. I have qualms with how animation works in Godot. It's very, very, very powerful. It's just not always that easy to use. Alright, this is what the key doors are going to look like. And also want to try one for here. Okay, there's a bug in Godot that I'm not sure when it's ever going to get fixed, but if you modify the rotation degrees of anything, Pixel Snap stops working. Which, now that I think about it, I guess would make sense a little bit, because if it's set to anything besides 90, 180, or 270, or 0, then what pixels will it snap to? But if it is set to 90, then it's still on the same grid. I don't know. That should be fixed. Or changed. I don't know. Don't like that. I want it so you have to be pushing up against it. Get a sip of water real quick. Oh, it is solving 3.1. I downloaded the... Did I download the master? Hold on. Let me check. I did download the master. I'm not gonna check that right now. Yeah, I already... Okay, how do I wanna handle this? Was that an issue here? Probably. Ooh. Okay, okay. Good for me. What did I do here? This project? This is on Godot too, is that fine? Ooh, actually, I have a lot of assets here that I would be uncomfortable giving away. Maybe. I'll change the assets first to something more blank. I'll figure something out. Yeah, I'll put this on Patreon. Yeah, giving away for money. Yeah. Feels a little uncomfortable. Wait, how did I do this? I was just looking at it. How about I check if it's pushing? No, I can't check if it's pushing. I don't have like a push state. I have push animations, but even then there's 4 different ones. Could check if the player's current animation has a string of the player's current animation has push. That might work. And it is put. Yeah, no, something like that. That might work. I want this in a separate one. Hold on. Where's... find? Or is there has? What would you use for finding if it has that? Didn't I use that somewhere in one of my scripts here already? I know I was looking for this before. What is this mean? Subsequence. Does that... I think that's what I need, unless I don't know what a subsequence is. No. Oh, yes. Maybe? This is kind of a messy way of doing this. I wouldn't put this in a video. And it doesn't work. Is it the other way around? did I just misspell everything? Yes. Wait, body. Did I have body there in the first place? Hold up. Yes, I did. No. That sounded like... What is a subsequence? Okay, I'm looking at this page right now. This isn't for Godot, but... Here's Python, the case is kind of different. But, hold on, the examples. X, Y, so to A, D. So that'll just find it if the letters are in there. So it could theoretically work, but the whole thing is not a good way of finding out if the player's pushing. Push is subsequence with body. Yeah, I think that's what I had it as. Oh wait. Unless I missed something. Oh! Well, that worked. I don't like this solution, but it works. Wait, why isn't it working now? What happened? Why did it work for that one? Wait, what is going on? What? Okay. What is going on? Why is it working sometimes? Okay. Yeah, it might be. 'Cause the collision is pretty tiny. Alright, switching the players on. Well, no, I don't even think it's that. I think maybe. Well, one thing I could do is this could be like smaller and this could be longer. That's odd. It's working perfectly now. Was I not walking into it correctly? I don't like the using the is substring, but it is working. That's just not the kind of weird hacky solution I would put in one of my videos, is what I'm saying. It is the kind of weird hacky solution I would put in one of my own games, so maybe I'll just wait off on the key and door tutorial. Hold on. Okay. It works. It's an interesting solution. And it works. But I'm curious, do you have problems with Godot game window opening in the bottom right corner of your second monitor? I don't. You could change that though. Go to editor settings. Run window placement. You could set which monitor it's ran on, how big the screen size is, and where you want the rectangle, how you want it put. Okay, well, I'm gonna call keys and doors done for right now. So let's see what else is on this list. Boomerang, maybe? Yeah, no problem, dude. I kinda want to do the boomerang right now. So let me take a look on the spaghetti code for it. I looked at it yesterday and I already know that I saw a easy way of me for doing it. It's just it'll be exactly like the arrow, except it'll have a timer where it'll move back. It'll start. Wait. It'll need to keep the parent, I think. Okay, it is something to think about. It won't be just this copied. But I do need to use the bathroom right now. I'll be right back. 5-minute break. Wait, hold on. Alright. Alright. I'm back. Wow, what happened? Oh yeah, where are the elevator tunes? Do I want to do boomerang right now? Kinda. But I loved how smoothly the key went. Hell yeah, that's Toto. How hard is it to code the hearts on the HUD? The way I did it, very, 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 very easy. But the way I did it was with this. I had a separate frame for every single possible heart. But this worked because hold on. This was good because when you have 0 health, it's at frame 0. So it'll just use this. And if you have 1 HP, then it's frame 1. So when you're up to 28 HP or whatever it is, then it's frame 28. It worked perfectly. It just, you set the frame to the player's current health value. It worked. So I like this solution. I thought it worked. And then as for not showing hearts, your max heart life would be equal to this heart limit. So if your max hearts are 0, it'll be this. If it's 1 heart, then it would be like, it was something like that. It worked. It worked. And yeah, the file size was 3 kilobytes, 1 kilobyte for this. I mean, but I could tell from initial reactions I don't want to do that in a video. So I'm just gonna figure out something else. I think someone else did a tutorial on oops. I think someone, maybe it wasn't for Godot. Was it Game Maker? Oh, it was Heartbeast. Let's see how he did this in Game Maker and see if we could. If we could just. Oh! You're watching! Hi! What's up? Hi! That's a surprise. Okay, now I'm embarrassed. Oops. Okay, well, my point is we're not gonna do hearts right now. Ugh. Yeah, I might use that for one of my Zelda videos, or a similar thing. Awesome, thanks. Wasn't stealing. I was, you know, different word for that. I mean, I watched it. I watched it when I was making a Game Maker Zelda clone before I moved to Godot, and it worked. I just didn't. I thought I liked this solution. Okay. Okay. What am I gonna do right now? Imagine making a small scene file and assuming the number of hearts you can have based on HP shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, how about, yeah, let's try something. So, are we gonna have... Or have a scene for 1 heart and... Wait, no, hold on. No, I don't want to do hearts right now. Get to that next stream, maybe. I still have like 4 videos worth of stuff to do from when you pick up a heart, how do you add it? 1 heart, 3 sprites. Yeah, but I just had to think of how I want to have each sprite, like which sprite has to be updated, you know? Alright, yeah, heartbeats, no problem. Thank you for coming. Your videos have been so helpful when I started learning Godot. You and a couple other videos, whereas before I just started, I started my first main project was porting over a Game Maker project. And yeah, just watching a couple people's videos, learning how the engine works, and then just jumping into this got me into it real fast. Okay, we're done with this. I love Godot. It is, in my opinion, so much easier to use in Game Maker. I think we're done with these. Or we could leave one. Let me just try it. Send the info to the income would help with placement and just... Yeah, but I gotta think of... I wanna think of how... Well... no, I don't wanna do hearts. Boomerang sounds fun. I kind of want to do more things that actually would progress the tutorial series right now, because just adding new content is adding new content. But what are some big important things right now? Yeah, I do need to make the screen slide. That's another thing that I just didn't even begin to think about how I wanted to do it. The other options that I tried I couldn't figure out. I think GD Quest had a video. Watch, he's gonna come up right as I open this. GD Quest, Zelda screen. It was like this. So this is instant room transitions. Crossover. What kind? Whoa. I don't understand. Okay, how how does this work? Does this... So I understand all this code, because this is what I used in, before. Biggest crossover Infinity War since whatever the meme is. I don't, and I would be super down, but I don't really know what that would entail. Also, this is perfect. This is perfect. How did he make it slide like that? I don't much care for how smooth it is, but I also understand that my viewers who aren't just trying to copy Zelda like I am would probably prefer that. But there's a charm to having Link walk up to the end of the screen, have it stop, and then have the whole thing slide over, and then he can move again. I'd rather it be like that. I'm gonna save that for another stream. There's another tutorial about the camera from the same guy. There wasn't... Was it the instant one? Because I definitely saw this one. Transition to another scene. We could do like have a staircase and then move to another scene. That's also gonna have to make me figure out how I want to save all like the player's current health and keys, even though we don't have health yet. He disappeared. Did he disappear? So this who you're talking about? He didn't disappear. He's still making videos. Oh, Flappy Bird guy. Didn't he get too uncomfortable with how much money he made in 3 days? And then just stop talking? Yeah. I guess that's understandable. No, I mean the guy who made the Make Flappy Bird good. Wow. That's related. Make Flappy Bird. Same story. Wait, so... Yeah. I wonder why. 9 months. I mean, I disappeared for a couple months. When was it? Oh, it was only 2 months. No, it was 2 months video, 2 months video, and now I've been having more frequent videos. You could either use an XML file to save the data or write your text file with it. I was thinking of just doing like an any file. Oh, nice. Do you know what happened to him? Oh, that's cool. That's good. Cool. Cool. I gotta... I just realized I checked off a lot of stuff on this list in the last 2 streams. Sound effects, Moblin and bow, keys and lock doors. Better sword. Okay, so how am I gonna do saving? I only had one other project with Godot that I introduced. Why do I not have it? Oh no. Hold on, 1 second. Where did I put all my stuff? Did I delete this? Okay. Where is it? Wait, I just put it there. Does it have to refresh? Yes, it did. Okay, how do you do saving and loading past me? Oh, I hated how I wrote all this. So I did Jason. And just a save game. Okay, this is what saving and loading all is. Wow, I loved writing everything in all caps. Thanks, yeah, I'll be streaming for another, like, 45 minutes to an hour, so... I thought I was gonna get off at around 2 hours in, but... Maybe another half hour once it reaches midnight where I am. Okay, so... This doesn't look too hard. I hope this is all the same in 3. So where do I want to save all of these things? I don't want it to be in the player script. What calls for using a singleton? Will these live streams be... Yes. I already have 1, 2, 3, 4 tutorials planned from the live streams in the last 2 days. I think the next one will be... The next one might be on sound effects, actually, but sound effects didn't take that long. All sound effects is this script right here. But I also might wait on sound effects because I don't know what sound effects I'm going to share, like put in the description. I've been putting the sprites in the description, but planning on having those swapped out for different sprites because I don't want to give away assets I didn't make. And same with sound effects, but sound effects, then the Moblin enemy, which I actually just remembered there's still things I need to change about this. Yeah, no problem. I also changed how the sword works, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that tutorial. Because now the sword swings, but getting it to this point took, I think it was around an hour yesterday. Oh, I want to be able to get a key when you swing it with a sword. Also, I need to randomize when the Moblins fire their arrows, because that looks silly. Okay, that's something I could do right now. Wait. What can I do on sword? No, I'll do this first. I'll just ram range. Shouldn't they shoot only if you are at sight? Yeah, I was messing around with that earlier, and technically they shouldn't. They don't in the games. Or I don't think they do in the games, am I wrong? But I did try to check it out, how to do it. Weren't you there? Weren't you here at the beginning of the stream? I was trying to figure it out, and I couldn't figure it out. Because of how sloppy some of the code was. Without changing the camera layer. But the camera layer is already different than the arrow layer. The camera layer is, if I could redo some of my videos, I would use the visibility notifier instead of having an area check what is and isn't inside. But the camera layer, it's on a different layer than the enemies. Yeah, I mean, it'd definitely be nice if they only fired in front. And more complicated AI or enemies will have better AI like that. But I'll probably figure it out for the video. Spend another hour on it. But if I can get one of fire. Yep, that's broken. Do time that just right. Oof. I could make. I think I would just make the area a little smaller. I also don't want to keep making all these tiny changes to things I did in previous videos, because I'll forget, and I hate having to go back to another video and while I'm in another video. But I'm going to. I don't know if I fixed it or I can't time it as easily as I was. Yeah, they should hit the walls, but I haven't gotten to that yet. You know, that would fix both of these. That would fix this problem too. The arrow needs some sort of animation when it hits the walls that I just don't know how, like, not necessarily I don't know how to do, I just don't really want to do right now. I mean, said that about 3 or 4 different things. I don't really know what I want to do right now. Maybe stream should end. It did last 2 hours, which is what I wanted. Hit, then animation, rotate, and fall. Yeah, but... Yeah, okay, hold on. I could just kill the arrows right now. That would just be, Wait, do the arrows have an area? 2D? They've gotta. Where's my arrow script? Oh, I'm on it. Hitting link shouldn't trigger the animation. Yeah, it won't. I'll make sure it does so it doesn't. See you, Andrew. So if I'm doing this like this right now, then I could take out that one line of code that'll delete it if it's a projectile over here. Yeah, don't need this. Don't need this. Lots of errors. Nothing not found. Here. Oh, it disappears now, and I could get the animation later. I'll make it do a little tink sound so it doesn't seem so boring. Yep. Sound effects, projectile. What was it called? I think I used this. That sounds right. But I'll just call it ting or tink. I don't know. Tink, because that's gonna be used by more than a projectile or a sword. That that's actually the sound for Link's. Like if you hold out your sword and poke into it, then that's the tink sound it always makes. Also, if a different enemy has a sword and you hit the sword, it makes that tink sound. The bombable wall. Let me find this page. I don't think I could share it, but there is a website that has every Zelda game and spin-offs. You could DM me on Discord, Fabio. Every Zelda game sound effects. Hint, I just looked up a Zelda game and I put sound effects after it and it was the top result. So the sword tap bombable is this. It's a weird zappy sound. Sorry. all my, I need to figure out like a single, I need to figure out what I need the volume for my music player, my windows, my speaker, and my microphone, and just write it all down to where I know it's good and keep it like that. So messy audio until I do that. Sorry. Oh wait, I only want this to happen if it's a wall. Oh, did you find the site? Okay, yeah, Heartbeats. I'll I think I'm following you on Twitter. Let me check. One second. Okay, I followed you. If you could follow me back, then I'll DM you later. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you later. bfxr.net. I think that's the website that the program. Yes. Yeah. There's a downloadable version called SFXR, and it looks like this. It has the same features. So yeah. Okay, how am I gonna check if this is a wall? If it doesn't have a type, then it'll ting. Alright, I'll check the zip right after I finish streaming. Thank you so much. Are you getting off now? So you have a sound effect singleton? Yes. I was thinking of just making it like a utility script that I could call or like do preload SFX blah blah blah. But everything's gonna use sound effects. I should just keep it loaded for that, right? If not, I'm glad that I'm doing this on stream and not in a video yet. Where's my tink sound? Okay, if you want to look at. I'm just gonna paste this in chat. Well, now I'm thinking, if I have the wall have a type, but then I have to give the wall a. The wall definitely does not have a type because it's part of this tile map, which doesn't even have a script, so it doesn't have any variables. Could set it to a different layer maybe, or something like that. I don't want to make a whole script for this. Can make it like a built-in script so I don't have to look at it. No. Let me think. There's a better way of doing this. What was I just working on? Arrows. Here, let's check what the type is. Yeah, I'll have like a general tutorial. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to do it. Okay, that's null. So what? Oh, what? What, does the null have to be capitalized? What? What are you telling me? Am I misreading how type or how getters are used? I'll check this first. This should work. That works. Cool. Did you add the sound itself? Yeah. And yeah. Oh, it's working now, so yeah. So anything that doesn't have a type will be seen as an inanimate object, and we'll get the tink sound. That collision looks bad. Does it look that bad on this side? Does it look bad up here? Well, I'll do that later. I am tired, and I have to wake up in 6 hours, so I am gonna end the stream here. Thank you everyone for watching so much. These have been really fun. I'm not sure when the next stream's gonna be. There's definitely gonna be a stream next Thursday, but there might be one earlier. Thank you guys for coming so much. Yeah, gonna click off right now. Wait, how about tutorial video? Yeah, those I'll probably make a tutorial for something. Not sure which yet. Sound effects might be in the next one. In Zelda, the walls are an angle. So it's correct when you over the wall. Yeah, it's technically correct, but it still shouldn't happen. But yeah, good night everyone. I'll see you soon. I'll have a video out soon too, probably this weekend. We'll see. But yeah, see ya.